All right, we are now joined by Warren Ericson, and we will get started with Seth Emerson and then Mike Griffith.
Warren, wanted to ask you about Kendall Milton. I don't know how much you can talk about Kendall and what he brings skill set wise. I know a lot of the times you're just watching those guys run past you, but have you had a chance to watch him and see what he brings to the table to this running back group that's obviously very talented?
Yeah, I think you made a perfect point right there. Our running back group is really talented. Kendall's another really talented guy. He's powerful, he's smart, he's agile, and he just brings all the great traits that a good running back should have.
Warren, we talked with Coach Luke earlier this spring. He mentioned you prominently along with Jamari and Justin. And can you talk about the role that you're playing this spring and other spots that you might be getting some work at in addition to center?
This spring I wanted to come in and I wanted to be a leader. I think Jamari and Justin and I, we kind of came in. We just, we wanted to set a standard. We wanted the offensive line to look like. And vocally, we wanted to show that, and also just leading by example. So I try my best every day to go out there and give my all in those two aspects. And I've worked some right guard, and I've worked some left guard, and I've worked some center.
All right, let's go with Chip Towers and then McGregor Rowland.
Yeah, Warren, what do you anticipate? We've heard a lot about a vertical passing game and everything, this year, but we just touched on Kendall Milton, some of those other backs that I assume they're going to get fed a little too. What do you anticipate? What have you been able to see how the offenses actually come together, and what do you think we'll see in the fall?
What I've seen so far is I've seen just a group just progressing every single day, just getting better and better and better and better. That's what spring's all about, really. Like you said, we want to be explosive in the passing game. We want to be explosive in the run game. So I think just intertwining those things two together and trying to be the best offense that we possibly can in those two aspects. So, yeah, I think that if we can, get those two things and get them rolling and just keep progressing every single day, we should be pretty good to roll.
Hey, Warren, I was just wondering, Kirby mentioned the necessity for a lot of protection for JT Daniels this coming season, even noting heavy focus on pass protection from the running backs. And I was just wondering, what specific things have yourself and the O-line been focusing on when it comes to increasing pass protection for JT?
JT is an amazing quarterback, and we want to keep him upright. That's our ultimate goal, and, make some big holes for the running backs to run through. So, every day we're trying to work on our fundamentals, footwork and hand placement technique, and passing on twist games and sitting down different bull rushes and different styles. So every day, it's a steady thing, and pass rush takes time. So as you continue to grow, it's been a great spring ball, and we just got to keep working on our pass pro.
Up next, Anthony Dasher and then Mark Weiser.
Hey, Warren, good to see you. When it comes to the playing center, I know the little different nuances that you have to, to get really good at and stuff. Is there anybody you kind of watch to kind of see how they do it? Have you, for instance, talked to David Andrews or anybody like that about how they do their business?
I remember when we were in quarantine last year, we were able to get on Zoom with David Andrews during our meetings and stuff like that. So I've asked him a few questions. So it was really cool talking to him. We're both from the same area. He went to Westland High School, and I originally lived in Johns Creek, which is like that whole area. And then when I moved to North Gwinnett in high school. So, I was very familiar with him. So that's someone that I've looked up to. And it was really cool to be able to talk to him and him to be in our Zooms and stuff. I think someone that I like to watch in film, Ben Jones from the Titans. He's a great bulldog and a great center in the league, and something that, I also look up to when I play and try to mimic him.
Warren, what's the competition this spring at center with Cedric? Kind of what does he bring to the table, and your impressions of Tate Ratledge this spring?
Both really smart guys, great football players, and as this spring went on, they both improved and done everything we asked them to do. So, two great players, and both have high ceilings. So,
thanks.
All right, up next, Connor Riley and Jake Rowe.
Hey, Warren, as someone who probably matches up with him more than anyone in practice, what have you seen from Jordan Davis this spring, and how much better has he gotten?
JD, man, he's a big dude. I'll tell you what. He's powerful. He's quick. I don't know, man. He's something different. So I'm very glad that he is on our team for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think that going against him every single day, I think I noticed myself getting better in different aspects I needed to, and it's definitely been a blessing being able to work with him, and so that we can both improve our games.
Warren, a lot of the talk about the offensive line is finding the best five. You guys watch film together, you work together. What are the areas you need to shore up to find that best five? Where are kind of your weaknesses as a unit, and how can you get those fixed?
That's a good question. I think that spring ball is just a way for us to get better and improve different techniques and just getting used to football, playing again, and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, we're really just trying to focus on ourselves and just taking baby steps to improve every single day.
All right, up next, Dean Legge and then Palmer.
I want to ask something along the same lines, which is that when y'all get into more team drill, how much are y'all rotating out of fives? I mean, are 8 guys rotating in with the first unit, or is it just the first unit? How are y'all settling or trying to figure out what to move forward with as the summer gets here?
I think the good thing about, like I said, spring ball is there's not really like a set chart, a depth chart. We're not in fall. Spring ball is just all about getting better. So we've all had that mindset that no matter where you are on the depth chart, you just got to keep playing and keep working. So I would just say that everyone's just out there to improve, and that's really it.
Warren, this is going to sound pretty simple, but what does a productive G-Day look like to you?
A productive G-Day. Well, I mean, first and foremost, I'm really looking forward to G-Day, going out, playing against our fans in Sanford Stadium with our fans again. I just think that, like I mentioned before, we can just be explosive in the pass game, be explosive in the run game. That would be huge. I would just say as an offensive line, if we can take what we messed up early in the spring and take those critiques, keep working. And then now in G-Day, things that we used to mess up on and things that we had mental blocks on, now we're able to improve and actually and do the correct techniques, stuff like that. So I think that's a positive G-Day.
All right, one more question with Ryan Curley.
Hey, Warren, what are you seeing as some of the younger guys like Broderick Jones and Amarius Mims? Have they impressed you so far?
Yeah, I mean, just like I said about Tate and Cedric, I mean, the guys we have in our room are great guys, great character and great players. So really looking forward to seeing them keep playing.
All right. Thanks, Warren.